As time as possible, you need to reach the boss office 3 to 4 times. You can reset for wall. You can reset after the wall opens up, either through yourself entering the code, or by an narrator telling you to move on. Eventually, he'll start to open the door as you reach into the room. Once it starts to happen, reset a few more times, and you start in the corridor just before the two-door choice. From there, blitz through the rest of the first run, following the initial path laid by the narrator. Also used for 3 to 4 times exploit, but I also used the jump glitch for the parkour, which made it stupid easy. The corridor skip appeared for me once I left the freedom ending. Okay. Alright. So do the freedom ending and then do corridor skip. Hmm. Uh, let's send out notice.
Yeah, like when I woke up, I saw that you were not far off of actually. You must have just stopped playing because I was like, I wonder if he's still
The lights
awake.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind-controlled facility,
Go
it was
faster.
too horrible to
I
believe
could have got the
it
speed
couldn't
run
be
thing if
true.
this
Had
thing could be
Stanley
skipped
really been under someone's
sooner.
control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his
You're
boring job?
impatient.
That his emotions had been
It's a speed run
manipulated to
trophy,
accept
guy.
it blindly?
Of course I'm impatient.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Yeah, see, shit.
And yet, even as the immense
Ah, there
door
we go.
slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Y'all some
No
pieces
longer
of
would
shit for
anyone
make a
tell him
speed
where
run
to go,
trophy for this.
what to do, or how to feel.
So
Whatever
vicious.
life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to
Let me
know.
follow my death, bro.
It was perhaps
You
the
can
only
take it a
thing
piss.
worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Did
Stanley
he?
felt the cool
I know he
breeze
did.
upon his skin, the
Mm.
feeling of liberation,
Oh, you
the
feeling it?
immense possibility of the new path before
All the
him.
immenseness.
This was exactly the way Right now,
Right now.
that things were meant to happen.
Meant to happen.
And Stanley was happy.
God dang it, Stanley, boy. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Yeah, I knew that was coming. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. And we begin again.
All of his
Speed run to the
co-workers
office.
were gone. What could it mean?
Every second
Stanley
counts.
decided to go to the meeting room.
Lucky
Perhaps
bucket.
he had simply missed a memo.
Left door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Run!
Cover on
Yet
this.
there was not a single person here either.
Right.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
Oh, it's
to his
nuts that I
boss's
remember the
office.
code for the boss's door. I haven't played this in so long.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Kill surprise. I wish I clocked myself on that. I think that's about a minute.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Oh
Stanley
my
thought to
God.
himself. Did he have the
Faster.
strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I'll do a stop clock right now, even though it's like a few
No,
minutes.
he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would...
Okay, it's been about a minute there. Needs to be under 4 minutes and 22 seconds, they say.
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
This mofo is eat up time at this point. This is what eats it up. This part.
He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Oh, my sweet baby
Unshackled
Jesus.
himself from someone else's command.
Oh, my sweet baby
Freedom
Jesus.
was
This
mere
guy.
moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened,
If quick time possible, you
Stanley
need to reach your
reflected
boss's
on
office.
how
You can
many
reset
puzzles still
after the
lay
walls open up
unsolved.
through yourself and through the
Where
code.
had his
And now
co-workers
continue to
gone?
move on. Eventually,
How
he'll
had he
open
been
the
freed from the
leaves
machine's
room.
grasp?
Once it starts,
What
reset a
other
few more times.
mysteries
You
did
saw
this
the corridor
strange
just before the
building
two-door
hold?
choice. Okay, let's do a restart then. We need to do the two-door choice one.
All
Yeah,
of
like
his
it's too much
co-workers
time.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You reset till it gets to that choice, right? Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
This
disbelief,
is really trying to get the
Stanley
speed run.
decided to go up to his
Done.
boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Here's the door, just go. Okay, there we go. Begin the game again. Damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Say 3 or 4 times.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The end, there's never the end, there's never the end, there's never the end.
Here's the door, just go.
Alright, walk through. There we go. Begin the game again. Nope.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Okay. Begin again. Damn it. What's going on? When I get into 2 doors one. Let's see. Tell you to move on. Eventually he'll open as soon as you reach your room. Once it starts to happen, reset a few more times and you'll start in the corridor just before the 2-door choice. Right, but it's not happening. We're just blitz through the rest of the first one. Following the shift off that by the narrator. That's weird. It's weird I didn't get that choice yet. Alright, we'll do it again.
All of his co-workers were gone.
So as soon as the wall open up, do a reset.
Stanley decided to go
And
to the
eventually
meeting
it'll
room.
throw you to the
Perhaps he had
2-door
simply
choice.
missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2
Yeah,
open
this
doors,
is where we need to
he
reset
entered
to.
the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
3, 2, 1. Come on. No. Reset a few more times and you'll get it. So what, just keep resetting from here?
Think so? I don't know.
I'm hitting it over and over. I just started here. The sequel is now paused. That's cute. Okay. You can reset after the walls open up, either through entering the code or by already telling you to move on. Eventually, he'll start to open as soon as you reach your room. Yes, that's what he did. Once this starts to happen, reset a few more times, and you'll start up a corridor just before the 2-door choice. I cannot get myself to spawn close to the two-door choice, but what I would get sometimes is a room but looked a bit like the lounge room. This is the blue room aforementioned. It's a shorter, but that's what he's talking about, bro. But I'm not getting that. Let's see. Turn stuff on it. Waiting. Every 20 odd resets. Okay, begin the game again. Oh, it happened. We got it.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, I'm timing it. I'm like probably 3 seconds off, but I'm timing it now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Here's the door.
Here's the door, just
go. Alright. $40 seconds so far.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's do it. Speed up time, I swear.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
2 minutes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life
2 minutes to get through this bullshit.
To the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
Off. Alright. Oh, please, for the love of God, now to speed it up. Please, don't dick around right now.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
1 minute to go.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Longest one of my life.
Freedom was miles away.
This damn guy, bro.
The door slowly opened. Stanley reflected on how many puzzles
40 seconds. God damn it.
Where had his co-workers gone?
Come
How had
on.
he been freed from the
Faster.
machine's grasp?
Faster.
What other mysteries did this
30
strange
seconds,
body
you
hold?
son of a bitch.
But as sunlight
Faster.
streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Sorry,
For it was not
Oh my God, 20 seconds, please. Open faster. Shut up.
His goal had not been to understand
Narrator, please.
and let go. No longer
10.
did
Oh my God, not like this, man. I'm right there. Actually, no, I think we got it.
life
20
he
seconds
lives,
after this minute.
It will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Sounds all of it.
It
Yeah,
was
he's all of it.
perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
I don't know why.
Stanley
He's in his
stepped
mood.
through the open
Come
door.
on, come 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 on. It's right there. It's right there. Got it.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Oh
The
my
feeling of
God.
liberation, the immense possibility of the new
Speed run
path
complete.
before him. This was exactly the way.
Yay.
I think I got 10 seconds to spare,
that
so
things were meant to happen.
I think so.
And Stanley was
Oof.
happy.
Hey. Yeah, I'm happy, alright. Now we can do the bullshit. Now, I've seen everything this game had to offer, probably.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No
out
matter
this
how
window,
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh. The hell? How do they do that? Was I supposed to do that? Yeah, and I can just stick around. We don't need to speed run anything. Doors won't open. This doesn't matter. That one's open. Input receive.
One of them's for you anyway.
Huh?
Bye, avocado Abby. Oh, Abby's asking if she can have a chocolate yogurt. And I bought her some chicken bake things that she likes.
Oh, son, what's that supposed to do here? I hate Mondays. But today's Tuesday.
We all hate Mondays.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
How did I get through the window before? Like this? I got through the window somehow. Anyway, it'll come out. We're gonna go to the door on my right. Fuck
This
that
was
already.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Damn right.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe I do. 449, 450. We go through here.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yeah, just
Stanley simply stood here.
Narrator, I just want to get a drink. Look at that beautiful Alaskan painting thing.
Yes, really, really nice in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
I can
here you
crouch.
sit looking at these
Can I
chairs
jump?
and some paintings.
No.
Really worth
I can crouch, but I can't jump. That's right. You're gonna jump in the sequel. Just remember.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
I like the room. Shut up.
This is why everyone left.
I like the room. Shut up. I'm not creepy. Everybody just like nice, cool rooms. Some bum.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
I did.
When a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was
Maybe you
trying to
are
send
a
him a
wee bit
message.
creepy.
I can wait here forever. You gotta talk again, narrator.
The narrator's just gonna talk anyway.
Oh. He's gone. The voices in my head are gone. I told him I didn't need no meds. Alright. Right, a funny thing happened today when I was on the road. Yeah, so okay, you don't drive, but you know how to signal people, right?
Yeah.
Alright, how do you signal someone when you want them to go ahead and make their turn? Like there's a car in front of you, it wants to turn, and you stop and let it turn, and then there's a signal you do. Do you know what it is?
No, I've seen other people do it, but maybe it's different there. I don't know.
It's by blinking your headlights or giving like a flash of your headlights.
So it is the same there, yeah, because people blink their headlights here when they want you to go ahead. So
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah,
it
so
is the same.
did.
Okay.
Okay. So this person wanted to turn. I flashed my headlights once. He still stopped. I flashed it twice. He still stopped. I flashed it like 3 times in a row. Then finally he moves. And I stick my head. I was like, bro, if I flash you more than that, you gotta throw me some beads. I don't know what's going. I don't know what's going on with that guy out there, bro.
He's having a nervous
Bef-
breakdown.
I gone and get food for him. I doubled back to give him the food. Then I went back out to get my antifreeze because nobody could have made the run for me today. Christ. It's so funny. Whenever somebody needs help, I gotta get up right away to do it. But when I need help, oh, sorry, you just can't do it. Looks like you have to make that run. Like the whole point of me asking is so I don't have to put my car through that. I'm trying to avoid using my car at this moment. Anyway, and Mama said, oh boy, Mama said the guilt trips. Well, I guess I'll wait till after work and I'll go to AID and I'll get it for you. It's a far drive, but I'll go ahead and I'll get it.
They're just like,
Fine. I'll make the run.
mm-hmm.
I'll remember this next time you ask me for a favor that's far out my way. I'll remember. I'll remember all of this. I'll never forget. I will never ever forget. That's not ready to really die. Oh wait, well, number one dad. It's even really sad. I got you this cup. It says number one dad. It's a car in the song, but I what? What does it say? How do you zoom in on things? You d what? I what, Mom? Is it love? I don't know. I hate when I can't read the bugs. What's this one? Fuel. Oh, fuel.
That's what
Is
the
that a
game wants you to
working
do.
clock in the game?
It don't want you to read the mugs.
No, it's not exactly on time. It's not on time at all, actually. Because it's almost
Yeah,
5.
he's having an episode.
Yes, I can hear it.
He
That's what I can
doesn't like
do.
anything. No. He
Just
doesn't like
let him make
anything.
his noise and burn through it. I can't do anything
Yeah.
here. What did I say? Something farted. Oh, who farted? Okay. I'm just observing bugs. I'll do whatever I want, moderator. You ain't my boss. Coffee nut. Someone
He might
says
be your boss.
one more
How do
something.
you know he's not your boss?
It's a good point. That's a good point. He actually might be my boss.
Yeah, you're sitting
I'll
there giving
blow his
him
lung out. I
drip.
swear to Christ. You know, if Lance was a Saiyan, he would have been the strongest in the universe right now.
Right? I'm so sorry. We can make jokes.
My God, Frieza wouldn't stand a chance. Where Frieza would be running.
At least we
I've
can
come to
make
take over
jokes
your
about
planet.
it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, bro? I've noticed this last night, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed it, but I personally noticed it. It stopped bothering me.
Yeah, like sometimes when he used to, and you were gaming, it kind of bothered you. But now it
It
doesn't.
used to anger me so much as I hated hearing it. It's just some annoying noise. For some reason, I don't know what it is. Maybe I went through a therapeutic change, but for some reason, it stopped bothering me lately.
Maybe it's me. I
Maybe.
bring so much joy into your life, it doesn't bother me. I don't know. Hey, let me have my cute moment, okay?
You know what I think it is? I think it's because I got rid of some serious stress.
Maybe, maybe,
Who said they
maybe.
promised to watch my streams ever since they gone away, but they never fucking showed up here. Who hogged up my food, who hiked up my bills, never paid on time. Where are y'all now? So this is a great game.
Yeah. Let's
Okay,
change
let's
the
let's
song
move
as
on.
well.
Let's move on.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room
Like,
and
I
took the
know,
first
but
open door on
other
his
than that,
left to get back to business.
maybe it's just me, because you used to get annoyed.
Yeah,
Maybe
bro.
just
I
like,
used to make my blood boil, but for some reason I just don't give a shit anymore. Wait, what's this?
And so he
because
detoured through
there's
the
nothing
maintenance
really you
section,
can do
walked
about it,
straight
so.
ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Hold on, I want to go see what this is. Oh, I remember this. You could actually piss off the narrator doing this shit over and over.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go,
Back?
from here, it's, left.
Oh, damn. I left the elevator like a fool. Should have stayed there and messed with him. Okay.
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
It's like, no, wait, no, it's right.
No, not
Oh,
Why
my
would I
lord.
have ever said it was to the right?
I know
What
I'm dying.
was I thinking? It's clearly...
Not you.
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
It already doesn't know where I need to go.
Oh.
Now, let's see. We went down,
That's
right,
always the way,
left,
man.
down, left, right. Yep, okay.
You're trying
okay,
to get
yes.
stuff done,
I've got it
narrator's
now.
like,
This story is absolutely,
I
definitely this
know.
way.
You might be going the right way. You might not be.
Why is there a car down here? Why don't I have a shadow? Why don't I have feet? What am I? Echo! Oh, I got here faster.
No.
Uh-oh.
This isn't right
I broke
at
the
all. You're
game.
not supposed to be here yet. This is
Oh,
all
no.
a spoiler. Quick,
She
Stanley,
said this is
close
a
your
spoiler.
eyes.
Close your eyes.
Okay. We just had to get back to
It's a spoiler.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
It's all
The
rubbish
story
now.
completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Well, like now I gotta do it again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, the doors are closed.
Wait, what?
What?
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Oh.
Let's find the story.
Ooh. Let's find the story. Ooh. 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 It's just infinite, huh? Ooh. Ooh. There's another door. Ooh. 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 Look, another door. This one's different. Now back here.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
I'm back here now.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
And he restarts the game again.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The new content door
I
is
don't
missing.
know.
What the? What? I'm not going in there. Wait, who spilled coffee? You hater. Excuse me, anybody in the office? Hello, my name's Stanley. I'm boss. I'm confused. I'm not naked, but I am afraid. Yeah, okay, here we go. The door, no door. Sorry, the room with the doors.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
All right. I don't remember doing this one. I'm sure I have though. How the fuck? What? What is this?
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
Neither do
Is
I.
this the story?
Now I'm
I don't
lost.
think so.
I don't know
can't
either.
quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
You win.
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Yay!
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both
What?
know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Well, I guess I did.
Win fair and square,
I
and
got
this was
another
not one
one.
of
I
those
won.
situations.
What do you mean?
Okay,
I won.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this
Did
place
you?
is.
Did
I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
What's gonna happen now? Am I gonna end up in the circus? What is this?
All right, I've got a solution.
What is
This
this?
time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley
circus
Parable
fan.
Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
You put a TM on that. Just follow the line. Okay. What if I didn't follow the line? No, let's just follow. No, let's follow it.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's
Does
over
it?
in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay,
sir?
Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Yeah.
Now, we can both agree that the
What?
nature of existence is, in fact,
What
a
the
byproduct of
What
one's
the
subjective
shit?
experience of that existence, right?
Bruh.
Okay. Now, if my
The lines on the
experience of
walls.
your existence rests inside
The
of
lines
your
on the
subjective
ceiling.
experience of this office, is
What?
this office, in fact, the skeleton of my
Don't
own
ask
relative
questions, boy.
experiential
I-
mental
Let's go.
subjective construct?
I didn't ask
Whoa, whoa,
questions.
whoa,
I'm
whoa,
just.
whoa. Hang
What's
on.
going on?
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
What's that light
You know
swinging?
what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
He's gonna play music. This guy. This is amazing.
That's trippy as hell, but yes, yes.
He's blasting like heroic music.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Fern.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Where am I going, bro?
No way.
Where am I going? Am I going here? Yes. For the door.
Oh,
I'm here again.
No, not again.
You broke the
Line, how
game
could you have
again.
done this to us? Well, after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you...
Oh.
Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Let me say this again. Especially people here at the party. If you have never seen or played the Stanley Parable, download that shit on PS Plus and play it now.
Okay, I'm gonna
That
like
shit's so
give
funny.
Restart.
Max, don't even watch my stream. Actually, no. Watch the
You
stream.
know what, Stanley? I
What?
say forget
I'm
the
watching
adventure
the
line. What's
stream.
it ever
How
done for
dare
us?
you?
We're intelligent people, right?
I'm
Why
your
can't we
number
make up
one
our own
person that
story?
watches
Something
your stream.
exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know.
I'm dead sure a
How
lot of
about
people watch
this
it.
direction?
Alright. We're going a
Now,
whole direction.
yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley,
It's not ending.
I'm ready for it.
Dude, what in God's name? What have you done? Okay, there we go.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
What the fuck?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination
But I'm both doors lead to the same
corresponds
place.
with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Maybe.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to
I'm
where
just gonna
we're
say
going?
yeah.
And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Both doors at the same place. But confusion ending.
Oh, hold up, what's
You've been
this?
playing for 17 hours,
The
no, 17 minutes,
confusion ending.
40
You're
minutes,
telling me
and a few
that's what
seconds.
this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to
Hey,
restart the
hey,
game
Psycho, welcome to the chat.
8 times? That's really how all this goes?
24 hours,
It's all
Stanley.
determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Or what if I don't want to forget?
Bernard is
My
gone.
mind goes
After a long
blank simply
time,
because
Stanley
it's written
dies.
here on this thing.
In between class?
Wall.
Alright, man.
Well, who consulted me?
Well, thanks for
What
coming
do I
here.
get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
This
I
is
don't want
when
to be
shit
trapped
gets
like this.
annoying.
I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone
So if I
comfort us?
restart 8
Will
times, I
something
die?
So, okay.
Better prevent it. I'm able to go anywhere and do anything.
I
The
guess
game
now we
starts
just
on
wait.
its own.
You know, I suppose
Find
in
the line
some
again.
way
Begin
that
following
this
the
is a
line.
kind
Find
of
identical
story.
replica of
Wouldn't
the
you
office.
agree?
What else begins to
I'm not quite
deteriorate?
sure if we're in the
Attempt to make the
destination or
story
the journey, though they're
here.
always saying that life is
Now
about
we're
the
gonna start
journey
again.
and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Okay, what am I supposed to do now? I took a screenshot of it. Okay. He forgets and restarts. I'll attempt to play the story, but I'll be prevented.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
I got every trophy except for the Tuesday one.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
Tuesday's
door on his left.
gone with the wind.
Oh, God. Oh, all poofed.
Yet there was not a single
I didn't
person
even know
here
he was in
either.
here.
I
Feeling
did.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Never
decided
said
to
I
go
knew.
up to his boss's office, hoping he might
My
come
system's
to a
been running
staircase.
since midnight.
Stanley walked
Nice.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Sorry, no, I didn't hear him.
I know you didn't. I'm just saying I did.
Here's the
You
door,
heard him?
just go.
Go in the broom closet. I've done that before. Oh, I should have showed you how to
Oh.
do the elevator ending. It's not here. It's the one for the maintenance room. That's, or maybe it is here. Let's try.
Whoops. Nope.
Yep. It's
Never
here.
mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Hmm? I can't use it again. It's weird.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is.
Yeah.
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for
No, I
storytelling
meant, did you
that
hear
you
him
have,
talk?
an
Because
incisive
I
Yeah,
way
he
of
didn't.
talked.
firing
Yes,
Like,
he
critical
talked.
plot
He talked a
points,
bit.
one after the other,
oh,
weaving a rich tapestry of
I didn't hear him.
uncompromising narrative. Wow.
Maybe it's very soft.
I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I just heard you. Like,
That's why I said
kind of.
people in the chat, because there's more than one of y'all here in the party chat.
Ah. Well,
It's like the
I'm
escape path
sorry.
needed to. That's fine.
I don't want people to think that I was ignoring him. I literally couldn't
Incredible.
hear him.
Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he
Actually,
keep
hope he
coming up
downloads
with
this
all
game.
this?
Everyone will get a kick out of this.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No.
No.
It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
The sarcasm is on point, bro.
Oh my God. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Just a minute while I process this.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process. All right, I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
I mean, kudos for the developers to plot on this, right? It's like, you're gonna dick around, we'll dick around right back.
Of course, going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Oh, Christ. Quick. didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. He's just mad.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
This fucking guy, bro.
Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises?
Oh my god, my eyes
to
are
have to
wet,
think,
bro.
and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
This guy's getting off, bro. This guy's getting off, bro.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
All eyes on Stanley live on stage. World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. Damn, she's eating every fruit and vegetable in one bowl. How we did it in the pyramids. Live, the guy who went to Mars. Oh boy. That evening with World Peace Baby.
Ah,
Yay,
yes,
world
here it is,
peace,
just
baby.
through this door.
The Stanley Parable Stanley. Tonight live on stage. What's that say over there? The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable Stanley. Oh my lord. The world's first sentient machine. Uh-huh.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little
Stanley
bit about the nature
Ryder.
of surprise in
Almonds,
storytelling
chair,
and what
gum,
it means
table,
to craft
nut
a
bar.
truly unpredictable narrative. Oh,
Welcome
don't
to
worry,
Stanley.
you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your co-workers. Break a leg, champ. Your boss. Hey, look, this is a meeting. Story, Stanley, me, Dad. I say Dad? Oh, Lord. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. I love the way you ride elevators. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get 'em, Tiger. What's this one say over here? Stanley, my first true love. For you, yours every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment building.
Well, at least your
Truly, truly
apartment
one of
wife
the
wants you.
letters of all time. Oh my lord. The dude who came up with pizza. Oh Christ. You know what I'm gonna say on stage? Wrestling has more than one royal family. Ah, my eyes!
Yay.
I got hit with a Call of Duty flashbang.
That's because you were quoting wrestling.
Alright, this is different.
Jesus.
All of his
Wow.
co-workers were
My
gone.
retinas.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Why is
Perhaps
it-
he had simply missed a memo.
Why is it covered in...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Why is it covered in pages? Good detail having a bunch in the corner like that. That's great detail. Another input received. That's doing something, and I don't know what. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Because you
When
fucked up
Stanley
the
came to
timeline?
a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, he didn't. Maybe he
I
did.
probably
Who
did.
knows?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Tips for
Stanley
not getting
decided to
fired.
go up to his boss's
Talk
office,
less.
hoping he might
Do
find an
unbelievable.
answer
I was
there.
reading, you twat. Anyway. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it up passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides that show employees that everything is okay. Make sure the slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will show a calm and... I'm not reading that some more. I got too far. Oh! There it is. My favorite room.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Close that door. We live here now. This is it. This is where the story is.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
I
No
love you,
reason
bro.
to still be here.
Love your weird humming light bulb. Seems kind of dangerous with your humming like
It
that.
was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
But you
He
know,
wasn't even doing anything. At
nobody's
least if there was
judging.
something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet FA? What is sweet FA? Oh, fuck all.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some
Back to
explanation
class, have
here.
fun.
I'm genuinely
Alright, man.
confused.
Have a good one.
Bye.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If
Lies.
I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story.
I'm just gonna park in that room.
whatsoever. I never would
Till he
have
stops
thought to
talking.
mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The
Yes, it
broom
is.
closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family
Pause. What? Penta is on Raw? What? I gotta see this. No, that was not the worst kept secret, but okay. I thought he was gonna show up to the next month. Oh, they bring him out early, early.
Yay.
Seattle, Seattle. Well, it's actually Seattle, but that's just Seattle. It's a good matchup. Chad Gable and Penta, that's a good matchup. Sorry, I know I'm playing Stanley, but I'm sorry. This is, I gotta see this.
Hey, I'm
Actually, no,
just
let it play.
That's
checking.
how stupid he
Let it play
is.
out.
Bad old drug money. Also, Stanley's addicted to drugs and hookers.
Drugs and hookers.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to
Jesus
alert someone
Lord.
nearby so as to
Lord
ensure that your body
almighty.
is taken care of before it begins to
Yeah,
decompress.
see that again.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have
That
fallen
was
prey
one
to
hell of a
any number of
destroyer.
obvious physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Good driver. Well, that's just dynamic we get. We got guys going to AEW and guys from AEW coming here. I like it. So they get Ricochet and we get Penta. That's a good trade. That's a good trade. I don't mind it. But we got to get them for Kenny Omega. What do we got to do? Whose soul do we sacrifice to get Kenny Omega in WWE now?
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person
Mine.
who came before
I'm
you.
kidding.
She's second player.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
New memory zone. The what? Now remembering content from a long time ago. Huh? What the hell just happened?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Elevator's not moving.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh,
Oh, there we go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Give me the content, Stanley.
All right.
Oh, the jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Fun stuff.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Gonna find them on Twitter.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
Oh, God.
If you're still with me,
That sounds like me. That sounds like something I'd say.
And we'll try to get
I'm gonna
back
find
to
them on
what the
Twitter and
Stanley
give an angry
Parable is
letter.
really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Phone's ringing. Now we're just gone.
Lucas, come on!
Interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Harriet is back.
Yay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe I am
All
crazy.
of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for
It
no
just keeps
reason
repeating.
at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just couldn't find the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Come on!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed to have asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
It just keeps
Believing
going.
that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility.
Oh my god, I regret coming downstairs, bro. I regret it.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Oh Christ, I'm putting the controller down.
To make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
On this particular one, yeah. He just keeps going, man.
Was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin. The
Click on door 30, 430 times. Well, I did that.
Air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
I need the commitment trophy, and I don't see me getting red anytime soon.
Normal.
Minus up a date and time for PS4 or PS5 to 11:59 p.m. on any Monday of the calendar. Okay. On PS4, go to settings, go to PS5 settings, and set manually. Turn off your internet connection from your PS4 or PS5. As your system can automatically switch back to the real time.
I have a boss, I have an office, I am real. Please,
Open
just
Stanley
someone tell me
Parable.
I'm real. I must be real, I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
You can do this method cumulatively. Just keep in mind what you need to do the whole process every time you want to leave a game idle, making the progress reach for 24 hours.
Mariella.
Sheesh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Stanley's dead.
To go call for an ambulance.
How did he die?
I don't know. He's just dead on the sidewalk.
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
Oh my Christ, this guy.
I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career. and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
She turned and ran. Oh boy. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Hang on. Stupid true believer thing. Takes forever to get.
Alright, I think I'm a little burnt on Stanley for now. 24 hours of this is not going to happen for me. Good thing I had to look it up. Psycho's right, it is cumulative, so I can just come back every Tuesday and try like an hour. And eventually we'll get it. Or just let it run for hours from the night till the morning. That'll speed up along, I say as I'm yawning to death.
Oh no. It's okay, don't yawn to death, man.
Whatever route can we do? I mean, there's plenty of routes. So was that part of the confusion ending, or was that just meant to happen? I don't know. Who owns chat? I think it's just Maddie.
How wonderful.
Yes.
Stanley was alone. Finally.
What's it called?
This is great.
Live chat.
He thought to himself, this is what I've wanted all along. I got what
Nobody's
I wanted.
there.
Okay.
Psycho was there for a bit.
Yeah, I know he went back to class. He said so.
Yeah. Just me watching. No, unless there's somebody else and they're not talking. Who knows?
I don't know where I would
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
As you
Stanley
continue to
decided to go
yawn.
up to his boss's
The
office.
broom closet, let's
No,
go!
no,
Let's
I'm
go!
not going to encourage you. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
going
go
to
to
say
the broom
anything at all.
closet.
I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Broom closet for life, narrator! Okay, he's done.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, went to the bathroom and said memory zone. Right. View content and then I'll flip in the thing there. Now I remember content from a long time ago. What's this? Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Jesus Christ.
Money. Money.
Right. What's this door? The hell is this? Why is there a gun to a panda? Business strategy. What does that mean? There's an elevator here. Alright. I don't know what this is. Do I go up or down? Yeah!
Here's the door, just go.
Here's the door, just go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
How about I go to the door that says escape?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Nah, you're crazy. There's no
The
violence in
door
Stanley
behind him
Parable.
was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I'm not gonna die. Oh, deeper Eber.
Yay!
Oh, that's a deep
You
hole.
live forever.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Yeah? The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
What the
Do you
fuck?
see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Button sounds.
Yay!
Developers of the game. Filing cabinets. A corridor. Pacing of its open section was important to get right. Its corridors were moved and altered to make sure the player reaches for two doors at a good time. This blueprint shows the office on the beginning of the game. The path of Stanley's office over two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. Through the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. What is this here? For Office. Love that show. Early development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it, but it was far too jokey and unbeknownst of the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which is not our intention. In December 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version of the Stanley Parable at the Game Awards. These are screenshots of the videos we made for the announcement of the game's delay. Oh boy, y'all are something. Narrator emails. After the second trailer, we said that we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to give these for promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Oh Lord. Doctor?
Doctor, doctor.
Doctor? The office. The lounge. Wait, what's that content on it? In the previous version of a choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not pick up the phone will lead to a different ending. Oh, how did we do the apartment ending? I forgot. Oh, I need Patty to tell me. The cargo lift was always into. Oh, we can always Google it. That's true. Google is such a lazy way to get things done, but surely the right answer. Maintenance layout. Obey, disobey, lounge. Zending? The screenshot depicts an early version of an ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Ah, I know which one they're talking about. Zending levers. They look fancy. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of a game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms, and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Can I get it with sound? Mm.
Game's like, no, no sound for you.
Swing up my room. What's this office? What the hell's that? I'm gonna replay that. I took a little clip. Yeah, something definitely talked when I got here.
To end this injustice forever.
Oh,
Stanley pushed the big red button.
narrator outtakes. Oh,
Stanley walked through the green door.
Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game
Where
through
were all of his
3
co-workers?
separate times
Oh, I
over
don't
the
know
2
how
years
that
of
worked. They're
development.
throwing a surprise
These are
party
clips
for him
from
for all his
early
button
takes
pushing.
that were not
Does that
used in the
sound
final
plausible
game.
to you? I don't know. Well, in that case, I'll tell you what. You win. Congratulations. You did it. I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
This is a guy that has bear. I'm like, huh? Bear.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
I want
No,
to be
perhaps
free.
not. Sometimes these things cannot be
I
seen.
want to be free.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation.
Turn off
There's
your
no
PlayStation.
other way to beat
There's
this
no way to
game.
beat this game.
As long as
Turn
you
off your
move
PlayStation.
forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't
Yes.
let time choose.
Well, I'll say yes anyway.
For you. Don't let
I wanna. And nobody can argue with me.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Wait, this looks different. Wait. The corner's different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Interesting.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
He
Stanley
brought out
decided
the
to
broom
go up to
closet.
his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This guy in the broom closet.
Let me go in the broom closet. No. Yeah, now we're done with this. That was a fun run. Stanley Parable 4. Attack on Octopus. I'm dead. Oh my god. I'm so done with this. Alright, on Extreme, thanks for watching.
Yay.